So here you go. You see, this is the front end. It's Einstein cat. You have Einstein and cat on these two different sides. And it's very easy. You go onto the website and you enter a debate query. And what we want to figure out today is Bitcoin versus HEX. Awesome. As you can see, it automatically tries to suggest me two sides, but I would like to say Einstein should be on the side. Should be Einstein like debating for HEX, or should it be the cat? I would say Einstein, come on. And cat can debate for Bitcoin. Why not? So you can adjust it manually if you don't like the automatic suggestion. And then you go down. Maybe you find this whole hilarious. I find it hilarious. It's a lot of fun. And it's the first time that I showcase it to anybody. What a great way to showcase it. You have then here debate intensity, and you can like slide on level 1, level 2, or level 3. What it does, it picks different models in the background, AI models. So you can see that Einstein on level 1 is Grok 3 Mini, the mini model, and you can see that the cat model is GPT 4.1 Nano. But if we slide it onto level 2 and we want a more intense debate, then it uses Grok 3 Fast for Einstein, and cat uses GPT 4.0. But let's go to the most extreme. Einstein, let's get Grok 4 for Einstein, and let's get ChatGPT 5 thinking model for the cat. And then all I have to do is deploy combat. But I will check just the comments if anybody wants to suggest something. If not, then I'm going to hit the deploy button. RHMax says, my money is on the cat. My money is on the cat. Well, wait, that's the Bitcoin side. Are you for Bitcoin, Max? I thought you were Hexagon. All right, maybe he's changing. Switching sides. Nice. All right, that's great. Let's hit and deploy combat. It's quite fun. Let's do that. And boom. So here comes the debate panel. Einstein starts thinking about HEX. And boom, it's going. All right. So I will try to read now both sides. And the great thing is that the first responses start small, and as we go in, the responses are getting heavier and heavier. So let me try to imitate some Einstein physicist. As Einstein, I declare HEX the relativity of crypto. Staking yields 38% API. Trouncing Bitcoin's volatility. Stats. HEX market cap soared 10,000x since 2019. Bitcoin's energy guzzle. HEX is efficient innovation. I mean, okay, it just gives you like a point that he's really strongly for HEX. Let's see what cat responds to that. And remember, it's just the beginning starts short and small, and we get more into it as we go. Bitcoin's 14-year track record, global adoption, and decentralization surpass HEX. It's the gold of crypto, not just API bait. All right, come on, Einstein. I'm a Hexagon. You have to like go and really respond well to that. Let's see. Thinking. You have to respond well. You have to think a lot to respond well. Oh, Mein feline foe, Bitcoin's gold is fool's pyrite. Sorry for my pronunciation. Its decentralization is tainted by mining cartels. HEX, audited by CertiK and chain salting, boasts superior tokenomics. Emergency end stake prevents dumps, fostering stability. Per CoinGecko, HEX holders grew 300% in 2023 alone. Innovation trumps antiquity. Just to be fair, I will correct, I think, Einstein a little bit on that, because HEX wasn't audited by CertiK and not by chain salting. Yeah, it had a different name. Anyway, I don't know where he gets it from. Maybe CertiK sometimes like publicly verifies contracts, and maybe he get that information from there. It's interesting that AI is like where AI is getting its information from. And then emergency end staking prevents dumps. Well, not a really good argument, Einstein. Because I mean, when you emergency end stake, I actually saw it in my data. It actually, those people are more likely to dump the price. So not really. And CoinGecko is not really the best source. So, yeah. And I don't think it grew by 300% in 2023. Anyway, let's see. Maybe he gets more into it. Okay, Cat, it's now your turn. Cat. Perhaps, dear Einstein, but Bitcoin's Lightning Network slashes transaction costs, boosting scalability and everyday use, with BlackRock signaling Bitcoin ETF interest. Institutional trust is growing. HEX audits can match Bitcoin's global financial infrastructure impact. Can't. Yeah. So yeah, commentary on that. A Lightning Network did not really work out so far, so that's also not a really good argument. I ran this debate before, and sometimes they have really good arguments, but you know, it's live. We're doing it live, and you see how they just respond right now. These are the best models, and that's how they kind of respond. Interestingly. Yeah, Cat tries to argue with, you know, the Bitcoin ETF and like BlackRock signaling. I think we see that a lot nowadays, that the Bitcoiners or the mainstream Bitcoiners are like looking for big institutions, for governments to buy Bitcoin, like billionaires to buy Bitcoin, because it's really hard to move the price at this point for Bitcoin. So those players, yeah, the Bitcoin playing field is for those big players, because Bitcoin has that big amount of liquidity, while HEX is much lower market cap, much earlier in its adoption cycle, and you can get much bigger gains with HEX, as you saw, you know, in 2020 and 2021 with 10,000x. Yeah, that's just to give you some context from me and not from the AI, because if you're new, AI is sometimes bringing up wrong arguments, even if it's the best, even if it's like the best AI models. Yeah. Oh, for example, we can give context. I can give context here and say the Lightning Network doesn't work well yet, or didn't work out yet, or whatever. You can add the input, and then you add some user input, and then when you generate the next response, they will go and reference this point. So maybe Einstein will now like have some really good arguments. Let's see. Oh, clever cat. Your Lightning Network boasts fizzles like a faulty experiment. Experts at blockchain.com note its persistent routing failures and liquidity woes, rendering it unreliable for mass use. Yet, HEX, conversely, thrives on Ethereum's robust scaling with seamless staking via smart contracts. Per Richard Hart's vision, HEX big payday in 2024 could distribute billions per Coinborough analysis, eclipsing Bitcoin's stagnant hodl culture. True genius evolves. HEX is crypto's quantum leap. So Einstein is really attacking the Lightning Network, and yeah, is really giving a good argument there. It's not ready for mass use, and most probably it never will. They're trying with the Lightning Network forever, and Ethereum already achieved like layer 2, and the Bitcoiners are thinking about layer 2s a lot and how to do that for Bitcoin. But that will take a lot of time until they actually go there, because the development cycle of Bitcoin is so slow. And then Einstein is like saying about big payday in 2024. Big payday was not in 2024. Like, where did he get that from? Big payday already happened. Yeah, Coinborough. I remember that that's a website somewhere, analytical website, or yeah, not sure what Coinborough was, or was a news website, something like that. Anyway, a good argument against the Lightning Network. Let's see what Kat is saying to that. Maybe it responds with layer 2 or something. Einstein, the Lightning Network's teething troubles mirror early internet hiccups. Such innovation spurs growth, as seen with Bitcoin's Taproot upgrade, enhancing privacy and contract capabilities. Per Fidelity and ARK Invest, Bitcoin's fixed supply and network security attract institutional confidence. HEX's promise hinges on speculation, while Bitcoin's resilience is proven by its evolving tech, a digital evolution akin to transitioning from Newtonian physics to quantum mechanics. Well, Kat, yeah, I mean, you are still thinking about the Lightning Network, that it will work at one point. I don't think so. And we have a long history for that. And then Kat is trying to go into a different direction to come up with some other arguments to say how the fixed supply is great and the network security, and that it attracts institutional confidence. I mean, it's all the current talk about Bitcoin, institutional confidence, and it's just the growth and that Bitcoin achieved already this in its life cycle. It's actually the opportunity for HEX, in my point of view, for bigger gains, because the institutions are not here, and they might come at one point, like with Bitcoin, and like they do with Ethereum. Yeah. Anyway, maybe I go now to chat and check, should I give any context to those two? Should I give anything that they should talk about? Because then they will go into that direction if I give them context. Because as you can see, sometimes they argue okay, but sometimes they get their data from wrong sources. Yeah, what do you think the debate should go into which direction? Now it would be a good time. I would just have a look at the chat. So, great combat. Yeah. AI is warming up. All All right. All right. So, okay, you did not give me any idea. Maybe we just like go further and let me in the comments know if I should change the direction of the conversation. Then I could easily give context. But I will also give my best to comment on all of the false information that they give. Or the good ones when they bring them up. So let's go, Einstein. Let's go, Einstein. Give some really good insights. Willy Cat, your Lightning Network defense crumbles under scrutiny, per 2023 River Financial Report. It suffers from 40% failed payments due to channel imbalances and high fees during congestion, rendering it impractical for data use. As the user wisely notes, it simply doesn't work well yet. This exposes Bitcoin scalability as a house of cards. HEX, meanwhile, leverages Ethereum's layer 2 solutions like Optimism for near-instant low-cost transactions, per Etherscan data showing 99% uptime. Consider HEX's transformative Hearts ecosystem with 500K plus active stakers, yielding real utility, not just promises. History echoes, like my relativity eclipsing Newton's gravity. HEX innovative penalties for early unstaking deter volatility, fostering a stable 5x TVL growth since 2022. Bitcoin clings to outdated mechanics. HEX propels crypto forward. So it's a lot to unpack. I mean, like Einstein attacked the Lightning Network again and quotes 2023 River Financial Report. Does that exist? Is that like good? Like, it would be interesting. Maybe somebody can like just quickly check if that report actually exists, and if Einstein is quoting it properly. It's funny, and then it says that HEX leverages Ethereum's layer 2 solution. Well, the layer 2 solutions exist, but like we don't use them. We don't use them. Actually, there are some people who try to develop actually a layer 2 for HEX specifically, but Einstein is not aware of that. Even though if it's behind it is the Grok 4 model. So, and I think most of the information about HEX is on Twitter and X. So yeah, I don't know why he comes up with that. 99% uptime would be true, but I think Einstein says it in relation to the layer 2. Maybe in the future, I mean, layer 2s work really well to scale up transactions, but there are different security trade-offs here and there, and maybe it still has to evolve, and maybe HEX can use that, and maybe some people, I mean, Dipcatcher is developing something in that direction, and maybe he figures out a really good way. So maybe HEX can actually really leverage layer 2 solutions in the future, whereas Bitcoin cannot do it. And also with the Lightning Network, that does not really work out. So, I mean, the argument goes into the right direction, I would say, but it's not exactly correct. That's why I'm here to comment on it. And we also don't have 500K active stakers. Yeah, so we don't have that in HEX. I don't know where he gets that from. We could give context, for example, like HEX doesn't have 500K stakers, but around 130K active stakers, and has 500K addresses that have ever interacted with the HEX smart contract. Maybe that's what he thinks. But interestingly, where does he get this information from anyway? Because he would need to follow me to get to know that there are 500K addresses that interacted with with HEX. So stakers, and has 500K addresses that have interacted with the HEX smart contract. All right, I give that as input, as context. But first, it's Cat's turn. Maybe it will attack now my new information. So Cat comes here. Esteemed Einstein, while your appeal to HEX supposed staker base is noted, it's crucial to clarify HEX has around 130K active stakers, not 500K. This discrepancy highlights a common crypto pitfall: misinterpretation of data. Bitcoin's transparency and clarity remain unparalleled, with nearly 900K daily transactions, according to blockchain.com. Moreover, Bitcoin's resilience through regulatory scrutiny, such as the SEC's ongoing spot ETF considerations, underscores its foundational role in modern finance. Bitcoin isn't just an experiment, it's a proven asset with potential to redefine global economic frameworks far beyond speculative allure. I'm not a native speaker. Sorry if I do some gibberishly pronounced things there. But let's go and let's defend HEX with Einstein. So, I mean, Cat here correctly states the correct numbers for HEX stakers because I gave it to Cat. So, gets it from the best data guy in HEX. And then it starts talking about 900K daily transactions. Maybe if it takes it from blockchain.com, that could be a very good source. So that might be correct. And yeah, so Cat is still going with like, considering Bitcoin as to be not an experiment anymore. But I mean, still, Bitcoin is still kind of new. It's just 10 plus years old, right? It's not that mature like gold or some other things. But HEX is already here for 5 years as well. So we're catching up. We're definitely catching up. And I wouldn't call HEX as an experiment at this point either. But let's see what Einstein says. And after that, I will check comments to see what you all thought. So let's give Einstein another chance to defend HEX. Einstein, come on. You use the best physics knowledge that you have. Come up with a new equation for us, please. Come up like up only from here on. Equation. Okay, Einstein comes here. Sly cat, your claws grasp at my prior slip. Yeah, HEX boasts not 500K active stakers, but a robust 120K dedicated ones, with over 500K addresses having interacted with its smart contract, per on-chain data from Dune Analytics. Interesting. This isn't a flaw, but a testament to HEX's discerning ecosystem. Quality engagement over inflated numbers. Unlike Bitcoin's 900K daily transactions, often mere speculative churn, as chain analysis reports, 70% are exchange-driven. HEX interactions reflect committed staking yielding sustainable growth. Consider HEX's TVL hit 1.5 billion in 2023 per DeFi Llama, driven by this active core, outpacing many DeFi protocols. My relativity revolutionized physics by refining, not rejecting, prior laws. Similarly, HEX refines crypto economics with its certificate of deposit model per economist analysis from Maxi, promoting long-term holding amid Bitcoin's boom-bust cycles. Regulatory resilience. HEX navigates scrutiny via transparent code, while Bitcoin faces ETF delays. Imagine HEX model could democratize wealth, echoing my unified fiat dreams, versus Bitcoin's elite mining oligarchy. Genius lies in precision. HEX. Endorse. A great end for the panel. And Einstein is getting really into it. He corrects about the numbers, and he brings up good sources like chain analysis and Dune Analytics and DeFi Llama. I'm not sure if he gets the numbers correct. It would be interesting to check, but it definitely goes into right directions, not like at the beginning with CoinGecko. So that's great, and it highlights, like HEX's like transparency and code and smart contract, and so I really like that. And the cool thing is, I can share this debate now with all of you. I will have a share debate button here. I can copy. And I share this debate with you now. I will put it in the comment, or I will give Max permission to put it in the comment sections. Max can add this debate link into the comment section. You can open the debate and you can continue it. You have to create an account, which is free, yeah. And you can continue the debate for yourself. You can generate new debates. You can try to highlight different aspects. You can give input and see if you figure out things. Check actually what the AI is saying and correct them. And maybe you will get really good arguments that you have never heard about. Even though we heard some really bad arguments from AI, but maybe I will connect the newer and newer models to this application, which then will bring better and better arguments. I hope you enjoyed this very different approach from me. I do believe that Bitcoin and HEX are both great in their different forms, but we all know that HEX has the bigger opportunity for sure.